Hello, welcome to chapter 2 in PMT 002, which is measures of central tendency. Okay, so let's look at our learning outcome. So today we will cover the meaning of measures. What does measure of central tendency mean? What does MCT mean? Okay, and we also cover it based on ungrouped data, group data without interval, and group data with interval. Meaning when we handle MCT, what is MCT first? And when you do it with ungrouped data without interval and with interval, how do we handle it? So I won't cover the last learning outcome, which is covering ogive. I won't teach it just yet. So we'll just cover the first two. So let's look at MCT. It's a central value of the data. It's also the numerical data. There's only three measures of central tendency, which is mean, mode, and median. Why do we call it the measurement of central tendency? Because it's right in the middle. What's median? The middle of the data. What's mode? It's also the middle. I will show you as we go along why is it the middle of the data. All right. When it comes to number of decimal places, if they don't give you a story for decimal places, if they give you a story, continuous data with units, or with a whole number, you round it off to a whole number. Okay, moving along, let's look at the example. So if you have discrete data, 4, 2, 3, 2, such data like that, they never gave you a story, you don't know what it is. You just calculate, the mean will be in 4 decimal places because it is stated as discrete data. So you'll name it as 4 decimal places and it will be discrete data. So goes to number of cars. Continuous data will be 2 decimal places with unit. Okay, so when it comes to ungrouped data, how do you calculate mean? What's mean? Mean is average. What's average? When you take the total of the data and divide with the n. What's n? N is the total number of data. So you arrange the data in order to pick the center, then only you can get median. Then you have mode, the one that repeats the most. So how do we calculate? Okay, whether it is odd number or even number, the way we calculate median won't change. All right, it's always n plus 1 divided by 2. It's always like that. So whether it's odd number data, let's say you have n equals to 7. Okay, let's say you only have 7 data. So it's 7 plus 1 equals to 8. N plus 1 divided by 2 is 4. Meaning the 4 data is your median. What we are trying to do is find the middle of the data. So your median is 7. Why? 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4th data is 7. Same goes to even number data. We don't do things like what you did in high school, where it's n plus 1 when it's even number, where it's not n plus 1 when it's odd number. No, it's different. Right now it's going to be the same thing, n plus 1 all the time. Alright, so n plus 1 divided by 2, 4.5, so between 4th and 5th. So you count, where's your 4th and 5th data? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 plus 8 divided by 2, that is your median. So let's look at this example, which is also in your manual. So let's take a look. Which is also here. I believe it's the same thing, yes. So let's look at your manual. Calculate mean, median, and mode for this sample. So we're going to be doing this right now. So basically in here they've arranged it from small to big. So the 1, 2, 3, 4 is basically data number 1, data number 2, data number 3, data number 4, right? So what is your mode? It's very obvious. What's the mode? 0. 0 repeats the most, isn't it? So what's your median? Median is the middle of the data. In order for you to calculate median, whether it is, I don't know how this got back. Okay, whether it is ungrouped data or group data, it has to be arranged. Okay, from small to big. So median is n is equal to 20, meaning there are 20 data. So it's always n plus 1 divided by 2, which is 10.5. So 10.5 is the 10th and the 11th data. So 10 plus 11 divided by 2, data number 10.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So if this is data 10 and 11, you plus it, you add it up, divide by 2 is equal to 14. So how do you calculate mean for ungrouped data? You just take the average of it, you add everything up and you take the average of it. So that's not very difficult. So let's look at the second part. Remove the extreme data. Now let's look at it. What's the extreme data here? Which is 260, right? 260 is the extreme. So now if you remove 260 from the data set, what can you see from it? Your mean will definitely become small. Why? Because your total here, these total here, the 627 will become much smaller. Okay? So this total will become much smaller and your mean will definitely become much smaller. Alright? So let's take a look at it. Now you're going to remove 260 from your data. So you are left with the rest. Your mode will still be 0. Your median, your n will be 19. Why? Because you have reduced one data. So n plus 1 equals to 20. Your median will be 10. Your median will be 13. So you must understand something. Your median and mode will never change because of outliers. This is an outlier, 260 is an outlier. But your median and mode will never change. Why? Because your total number of data will never change. Alright? So your median and mode will never change. It will still be about there. So as you can see, initially it was in the middle here. It was 14. But now it will be 13 because we have reduced one. It's only because the number of data has reduced. So your median will be 13. Okay, so you calculate your mean. Your mean will reduce a lot because the big number has gone out. So from 31.35, you are left with 19.65. Alright, so if you look at the last part, if the extreme data was 260 to 26, calculate the new set of MCT. So now if it was 26, let's see, let's go back to the slide. So let's look at the slide. So if it was 26 and 26, so you can see the outcome here. Alright, so the observation here is very, very important. This is what I need you to look at. So the mode outlier has no effect, like I told you earlier. Whether you put from 260 to 26, with the 260 or without the 260 or 26, 260 you change. So this is basically the whole table that shows you what's going on. So this is what I need you to go along with. Outlier effects mean how? When the outlier is big, the mean will be big. Outlier is small, mean will be small. So where the mode, no effect. Why mode? No effect. Because the one with the highest repetition, the one with the highest frequency. Median, outlier, no effect on median. Change in median is due to the n, not of the outlier. You see, like I told you, the number of data changes. That's why a position will change. Same goes to mode, okay? But mean got change. Outlier does affect the mean. Big outlier, big mean. Small outlier, small mean. Alright? Okay, the mean is distorted. When the mean is big, the value is large, the mean will be big. Okay, so this is what you need to know. Only mean is affected. Alright, if the outlier is big, the mean will be big. Outlier is small, mean will be small. Median and mode, no effect. Alright, this is how you handle ungrouped data.